Hello, and thank you for coming back. I have opened a new channel. The previous channel was closed by the administrator due to my unexpected mistake. Please continue visiting. Thank you.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I appreciate you stopping by my channel. Today, I'm excited to introduce a new study video that delves into the 100 questions of the American Citizenship Test. This video is specifically crafted to enhance your learning experience and make the process more efficient. Unlike most 100 question citizenship test videos that follow a simple question and answer format, I've designed this video with a fresh approach, breaking away from the routine methods. My intention is for this video to be a valuable resource to aid in your preparation. I sincerely hope this video proves to be of great assistance to you. Without further ado, let's dive into the content. Let's start the video.
The Constitution is the supreme law of the United States. In situations other than emergency measures or emergency laws, the Constitution is the highest law in any country.
What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution
Sets up the governments, defines the governments, protect basic rights of Americans are stipulated in the U.S. Constitution.
What does the Constitution do?
sets up the governments, defines the governments, protect basic rights of Americans.
The first three words of the United States Constitution are "we the people." These words signify the concept of self-government and emphasize that the authority of the government is derived from the citizens of the nation.
The idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words?
We the people.
Amendment to the Constitution or addition to the Constitution means modifying part of the content of the already enacted Constitution or adding part of the content. This is referred to as the amendment to the Constitution.
What is an amendment?
A change to the Constitution. An addition to the Constitution.
The first 10 amendments to the United States Constitution are collectively known as the Bill of Rights.
What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution?
The Bill of Rights.
There are rights and freedoms of speech, religion, assembly, publication, and petition to the government. These things are enshrined in the First Amendment to the Constitution.
What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment?
Speech, religion, assembly, press, petition the governments.
The United States Constitution has 27 amendments.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
The United States declared independence from Britain by formally adopting the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776. Led by figures like Thomas Jefferson, the Continental Congress drafted a document that proclaimed the colonies' separation from British rule.
What did the Declaration of Independence do?
Announced our independence from Great Britain.
The full phrase from the Declaration of Independence is, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness."
What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
Religious freedom, a fundamental principle of many democratic societies, means that individuals can practice any religion or not practice religion without interference or coercion from the government or other institutions.
What is freedom of religion?
Everyone can practice any religion or no religion.
The United States has a mixed economy, which combines elements of both a market economy and government intervention. It is often described as a capitalism or market economy system.
What is the economic system of United States?
Capitalism and market economy.
The rule of law implies that everyone, regardless of their status or position, is subject to and accountable under the law. It is a foundational principle in democratic societies, essential for promoting justice, protecting human rights, and fostering a stable and fair legal environment.
What is the rule of the law?
Everyone must follow the law. No one is above the law.
In many democracies, including the United States, the government is organized into three fundamental branches. The executive branch, led by the president or prime minister, is responsible for implementing and executing laws. The legislative branch is tasked with enacting laws. Lastly, the judiciary interprets the law, reviews the constitutionality of laws, and has the authority to resolve legal disputes.
Name one branch or part of the government.
Executive or president.
The concept of checks and balances is designed to prevent any one branch of government from becoming too powerful.
What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful?
Checks and balances.
In the United States, the executive branch is headed by the president. The president is both the head of state and the head of government. The president is elected by the American people through the electoral process, serving a 4-year.
Who is in charge of the executive branch?
The president.
In the United States, federal laws are made by the legislative branch of the government, which is the U.S. Congress. Congress is a bicameral legislature, meaning it consists of two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives.
Who makes the federal laws?
The Congress.
The U.S. Congress consists of the Senate and the House of Representatives.
What are two parts of the U.S. Congress?
The Senate and House of Representatives.
In the U.S. Congress, the Senate is composed of 2 senators from each state, regardless of the state's population. Therefore, the total number of senators in the United States is indeed 100.
How many U.S. senators are there?
100.
There is a threefold difference in the terms of office of senators and representatives. The term of office of a senator is 6 years.
We elect U.S. senator for how many years?
6 years.
The answer to this question is for residents of California. If you live in another state, please check the name of the senator representing your state.
The United States Senators for California, as of January 20, 2025, are Alex Padilla and Adam Schiff.
Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now?
Alex Padilla. Adam Schiff.
The U.S. Congress consists of the Senate and the House of Representatives. There are 435 members of the House of Representatives.
The House of Representatives has how many voting members?
435.
Term of office for members of the Federal House of Representatives is 2 years. You should not be confused with the term of office of a senator.
We elect a U.S. representative for how many years?
2 years.
There are a total of 435 members of the House of Representatives. Because they are elected based on population, the number of lawmakers varies from state to state. Even within the same state, it varies depending on where you live. Therefore, I don't think the following questions will be asked.
Name your U.S. representative. If you think it is necessary, please check the name of your local representative.
A U.S. Senator represents all people of the state in resides.
Who does a U.S. Senator represent?
All people of the state.
The members of the House of Representatives varies from state to state based on population. This system ensures that more populous states have a greater number of representatives, reflecting the principle of proportional representation.
Why do some states have more representatives than other states?
Because they have more people.
The President of the United States serves a 4-year term. A president can be re-elected for a second term.
We elect a president for how many years?
4 years.
November is the month of the U.S. presidential election. Next year, in November 2024, there will be a U.S. presidential election.
In what month do we vote for president?
November.
Donald Trump is the President of the United States as of January 20, 2025.
What is the name of the President of the United States?
Donald Trump. J.D. Vance is the Vice President of the United States as of January 20, 2025.
What is the name of the Vice President of the United States?
J.D. Vance.
If the President of the United States can no longer serve, the Vice President assumes the role of President.
If the president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Vice President.
If the President of the United States can no longer serve, the Vice President assumes the role of President. If for any reason, the Vice Presidency is also vacant, the presidential line of succession proceeds to the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
The Speaker of the House.
The President of the United States, as outlined in the U.S. Constitution, holds the title of Commander-in-Chief, making them the highest-ranking officer of the U.S. Armed Forces.
Who is the commander-in-chief of the military?
The President.
The President gives his final signature to put the bill into effect.
Who signs bills to become laws?
The President.
The President not only has the power to sign laws into effect, but also has the power to veto them.
Who vetoes bills?
The President.
Every government has a cabinet. The cabinet refers to, for example, the Department of National Defense, the Executive Branch, the Department of Education, and the Department of Energy, etc. These departments assist the President so that he can carry out his duties properly.
What does the President's cabinet do?
Advise the President.
Every government has a cabinet. There are many different positions in the cabinet. Here, the Minister of Defense and the Minister of Education are used as examples.
What are two cabinet-level positions?
Secretary of Defense. Secretary of Education.
The job of the judiciary is to review the law, explain the law, resolve disputes, and determine whether the laws enacted are constitutional.
What the judicial branch do?
Review the laws. Explain the laws. Resolve disputes. Decides if a law goes against the Constitution.
The Supreme Court is the highest court in a country.
What is the highest court in the United States?
The Supreme Court.
There are a total of 9 justices on the U.S. Supreme Court.
How many justices are on the Supreme Court?
9.
The Chief Justice of the United States is John G. Roberts, Jr.
Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now?
John Roberts.
The federal government's powers include issuing currency, declaring war, establishing armies, and signing treaties.
Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government?
Issuing currency.
Powers are divided between the federal and state governments. Among these, the state government has authority over schools, education provision, police command for public order, 911, driver's licenses, regional development planning, land use.
Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states?
Driver's license.
The following problem applies to California residents. The governor of California is Gavin Newsom. If you live in another state, please check the name of the governor of your state.
Who is the governor of your state now?
Gavin Newsom. This person is the governor of California.
The following problem applies to California residents. The capital of California is Sacramento. If you live in another state, please check the exact name of the capital of your state.
What is the capital of your state?
Sacramento. This is the capital of California.
The United States is a two-party system of Democrats and Republicans.
What are the 2 major political parties in the United States?
Democratic and Republican.
The current U.S. President, Joe Biden, is a member of the Democratic Party.
What is the political party of the president now?
Democratic.
The following questions are important to remember no matter where you live in the United States. Kevin McCarthy was fired, and Republican Mike Johnson was elected as the new Speaker of the House. Please be sure to remember this.
What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now?
Mike Johnson.
Only U.S. citizens over 18 years of age can vote.
There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them.
Citizens 18 and older can vote.
As a U.S. citizen, you can vote in federal elections if you are 18 years of age or older. In order to improve the status of immigrants and for the development of the United States, American citizenship is necessary. Permanent residents cannot vote in federal elections.
What is one responsibility that is only for U.S. citizens?
Vote in a federal election.
U.S. citizens have the right to vote in federal elections and run for public office.
Name one right only for United States citizens.
Vote in a federal election.
People living in the United States have the freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, the freedom to petition the government, freedom of religion, the freedom to bear arms, all of which are fundamental rights guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution.
What are two rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of expression. Freedom of speech.
When you take the oath of citizenship, you swear to the United States and its flag.
What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance?
The United States. The flag.
When you become a U.S. citizen, you renounce allegiance to other countries, uphold the U.S. Constitution and laws, obey U.S. laws, and serve in the U.S. military when necessary. Serve your country in times of need, and swear allegiance to the United States.
What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen?
Obey the laws of the United States.
To vote for President of the United States, you must be a citizen and be 18 years of age or older.
How old do citizens have to be to vote for president?
18 and older.
There are many ways to participate in America's democratic system. Here, voting and party membership are used as examples.
What are two ways that Americans can participate in their democracy?
Vote. Join a political party.
As a green card holder in the United States, you are generally required to file a federal tax return by April 15th of each year, unless the deadline is extended for that particular tax year.
When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms?
April 15th.
All male U.S. citizens must register for the Selective Service System when they turn 18.
When must all men register for the Selective Service?
At age 18.
The reasons civil rights pioneers came to the United States include freedom, political freedom, religious freedom, economic opportunity, spreading religion, and escaping persecution.
What is one reason colonists came to America?
Freedom.
Even before pioneer Europeans came to America, American Indians lived in the United States.
Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
American Indians.
As the American colonies were developed, many Africans were sold to the United States as slaves.
What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves?
Africans.
The colonists went to war with England. The reason was that, due to high taxes, and they did not have self-government, British soldiers lived in private homes.
Why did the colonists fight the British?
Because of high taxes. Because they did not have self-government.
The Declaration of Independence was primarily written by Thomas Jefferson, a delegate from Virginia.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
The Continental Congress formally adopted the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776. This date is now celebrated annually in the United States as Independence Day.
When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4, 1776.
In the beginning, there were only 13 states in the United States. Among these, 3 states are likely to be easy to remember: New Hampshire, New York, and New Jersey.
There were 13 original states. Name 3.
New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey.
The Constitution was written by the National Assembly, and the Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution.
What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
The Constitution was written. The Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution.
The United States Constitution was written during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The convention took place from May 25 to September 17, 1787.
When was the Constitution written?
1787.
The authors of the Federalist Papers are James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and Publius.
The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers.
James Madison.
Benjamin Franklin is famous as an American diplomat, America's first Postmaster General, and author of Poor Richard's Almanac.
What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for?
U.S. diplomat.
George Washington is praised as the founding father of the United States and is also the model for the $1 bill.
Who is the father of our country?
George Washington.
George Washington is the first president of the United States. He is called the Father of America, and he is also the model for a $1 bill.
Who was the first president?
George Washington.
The United States purchased the territory of Louisiana from France in 1803.
What territory did the U.S. buy from France in 1803?
Louisiana.
The War of 1812, the war with Mexico, the Civil War, and the war with Spain are wars that the United States participated in the 1800s.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s.
War of 1812.
The American Civil War occurred from 1861 to 1865 and involved a conflict between the northern states led by President Abraham Lincoln and the southern states that seceded from the Union to preserve the institution of slavery.
Name the U.S. war between the North and the South.
The Civil War.
The Civil War was a conflict between the North and the South, occurring during President Abraham Lincoln's time. President Lincoln led the Northern Army to victory, resulting in the liberation of slaves.
Name one problem that led to the Civil War.
Slavery.
Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863, during the Civil War, declaring all slaves in Confederate-held territory free.
What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did?
Freed the slaves.
The Emancipation Proclamation, issued by Lincoln in 1863, declared slaves in Confederate-held territory to be free. While the proclamation did not immediately free all enslaved individuals, it marked a significant step toward the abolition of slavery and transformed the character of the war.
What did the Emancipation Proclamation do?
Freed the slaves.
Susan B. Anthony is famous as a woman who fought for women's rights and civil rights.
What did Susan B. Anthony do?
Fought for women's rights and civil rights.
The wars that the United States participated in the 1900s were World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Gulf War.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
Korean War.
Woodrow Wilson was the President of the United States during World War I. When World War I broke out in Europe in 1914, he initially pursued a policy of neutrality. However, With Germany's entry into the war, in 1917 the United States entered the war on the Allied side.
Who was president during World War I?
Woodrow Wilson.
While President Franklin Roosevelt is indeed a very famous figure in American history, he is most prominently associated with his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II.
Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II?
Franklin Roosevelt.
During World War II, the United States fought against Japan, Germany, and Italy.
Who did the United States fight in World War II?
Japan, Germany, and Italy.
Before becoming president, Eisenhower served as a general in World War II. He played a key role in leading the Allied forces to victory in Europe during the war.
Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in?
World War II.
Overall, the main concern of the United States during the Cold War was the global competition with the Soviet Union and the effort to contain the spread of communism.
During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States?
Communism.
The civil rights movement was a social and political movement in the United States that sought to end racial discrimination and segregation against African Americans and promote equal rights and opportunities.
What movement tried to end racial discrimination?
Civil rights movement, or civil rights.
Martin Luther King Jr. was a prominent leader in the American civil rights movement. He played a crucial role in advocating for civil rights and racial equality through nonviolent, civil disobedience.
What did Martin Luther King Jr. do?
Civil rights movement, or civil rights.
On September 11, 2001, the United States experienced a series of coordinated terrorist attacks that had a profound and lasting impact on the nation.
What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
There were about 20 American Indian tribes living in the United States. If I had to name one tribe among them, Apache would be a good one. It is also used as the name of a helicopter.
Name one American Indian tribe in the United States.
Apache.
The Missouri River is approximately 2,341 miles long, making it the longest river in North America.
Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States.
Missouri River.
The Pacific Ocean is on the west coast of the United States. The West Coast states, including California, Oregon, and Washington, are bordered by the Pacific Ocean.
What ocean is on the west coast of the United States?
Pacific Ocean.
The Atlantic Ocean is on the east coast of the United States. The states along the east coast, such as Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, Florida, and others, are bordered by the Atlantic Ocean.
What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
Atlantic Ocean.
Puerto Rico, Guam, U.S., the Virgin Islands, American Samoa, and Northern Mariana Islands are territories of the United States. You can choose from these to answer. Guam was chosen for this video.
Name one U.S. territory.
Guam.
The U.S. states that share a border with Canada are Alaska, Washington, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan. You can choose from these to answer. In this video, Washington State, located in the northwest of the U.S. mainland, was selected. One thing to be careful of at this time is not to confuse it with Washington, D.C., the name of the capital of the United States.
Name one state that borders Canada.
Washington.
The states of California, Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas share a border with Mexico. Please choose a state that is easy for you to remember. Here we chose California.
Name one state that borders Mexico.
California.
Washington, D.C., is the capital of the United States. Don't just answer Washington.
What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
The world-famous Statue of Liberty stands on the Hudson River in New York. You can simply answer New York.
Where is the Statue of Liberty?
New York.
The flag of the United States has 13 stripes to represent the original 13 colonies that declared independence from British rule and formed the foundation of the new nation.
Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because there were 13 original colonies.
The flag of the United States has 50 stars to represent the 50 states in the Union. Each star on the flag corresponds to one state, symbolizing the unity of the United States as a federal republic composed of individual states.
Why does the flag have 50 stars?
Because there are 50 states.
The national anthem of the United States is called the Star-Spangled Banner.
What is the name of the national anthem?
The Star-Spangled Banner.
Independence Day in the United States is celebrated on July 4th. This national holiday commemorates the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776, which declared the 13 American colonies as a new nation free from British rule.
When do we celebrate Independence Day?
July 4th.
In the United States, there are 10 federal holidays designated by the government. The 10 federal holidays are New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Washington's birthday, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. These are federal holidays. You can choose two of them to answer. Here we have chosen Thanksgiving and Christmas Day.
Name two national, U.S. holidays.
Thanksgiving Day. Christmas Day.
This concludes the study of the 100 questions for the U.S. citizenship test, along with explanations for each question and its answer. Finally, I wish you the best of luck in obtaining U.S. citizenship. And your support is crucial for me. Please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. Your supports greatly assist in video production. Additionally, kindly share this video in various places. Thank you for your hard work.